Alright guys, so this is going to be my first video on the channel. Basically it's just going to introduce my car and everything. So this is Sabrina, that's her name, but it's my 2008 Subaru WRX hatchback. I got her literally on Christmas Eve with my own money and everything. So I've done a couple things to her during my however many months of ownership. Obviously I did ISO. I switched out the headlights and the grille. So aftermarket headlights, C-style headlights, matte black grille, carbon fiber front emblem. I got a lip. I got new fog lights that are yellow right here. I got gold, obviously, since it's World Rally Blue, I had to go with gold rims, so I got gold wheels. So I got these wheels off of Marketplace. They've got a little bit of curb rash, but it's really not noticeable from a far distance. So they're 18 by 8.5 plus 40. They poke, the fronts poke a little bit, as you can see, but nothing too bad. And then same in the rear. The rears are pretty flush and everything. I ended up having to roll my fenders in the rear, but they're all good. But yeah, she has roof racks and all the other all the other stuff for snowboarding and stuff. So I do take this thing snowboarding up in the mountains. But yeah, and then obviously custom plate, which, yeah, but like, yeah, she needs big wings. She needs new taillights. I have an exhaust on order. It should be here tomorrow. Have that coming. There'll be a video on that probably tomorrow. But yeah, that's all the exterior stuff. And then interior, I have the Cobb weighted shift knob, and then the access port over there. And then I have a Pioneer head unit. I think it's the DMH, or the Next 1770 DMH. And then I have Pioneer door speakers in all four corners. And then I have a 10-inch Pioneer subwoofer, also back here, all wired up and tucked away and everything. So it's pretty nice. It bumps. My license plate actually shakes, and my rear view mirror, the entire bracket, like this entire bracket up here, is actually shaking and falling off, and then my side mirror shakes. So that's how good that sub is. And then I also have actually my keys. These are my old truck keys, but as I'll show you in a sec, I spent like $10 and bought some cheap Chinese footwell LEDs. So I'll turn the car accessory on. Some footwell LEDs. They change all the colors and everything. There's the little remote in there. It's down there past the blue thingy. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's all in there and everything. But that's probably it that I've done to this car. Otherwise it's about, and that's actually not it. I lied. The only other thing I've done to this car so far is I did the Cobb SF intake. So I have the SF intake right there, and then coilovers, obviously. But that's it. Right now, what I'm trying to address is I have a boost leak somewhere. I don't know where, but I know it's there. So I need to figure that out and find it. And then I need to slot these struts, because the back wheels are at -2 camber, and those are basically, I think they're either +1 or they're basically flat. But with the symmetrical all-wheel drive that Subaru comes with, you want a little bit of negative camber, because that's just how the car sits. But if you can look right here, the front is pretty straight up and down, maybe a little positive, and then this is just 0.2, or not 0.2, it's -2. So I'm trying to even the front out with this, because this also is like really flush, and then the front is poking a lot. So that's on the agenda today. I don't know if I'm gonna record that, but basically what I have is I have an air compressor hose with this right here, and basically I popped off this hose from the bypass valve, and then I took the turbo inlet hose off, covered this, so I pressurized the system, and just by listening to it, you can hear the leak, but I'm pretty sure the leak is coming from this hose somewhere down here. So I need to figure that out. But yeah, just wanted to do like a little intro to the channel. But yeah, we're in my garage right now, so normally I'll probably be out here on the concrete, but it's raining and everything. So, but yeah, this is Sabrina. This is my baby. So, plans for this car: I'm getting an exhaust. It should be here tomorrow. I'm gonna put that on ASAP. But I have an external wastegate in my room actually, and a Grimspeed up pipe. I have the down pipe, the clamps, all that. I'm waiting on the internal wastegate bracket so I can close the internal wastegate, close this little right here. But we're gonna switch to an external wastegate, so I quit getting boost creep, because that's how this boost leak started in the first place, was because of boost creep. But yeah, that's like a couple weeks from now. We'll put that on after the exhaust and everything. And then I'm probably gonna buy a catless downpipe, so I can have a high flow exhaust, all that. The exhaust I actually bought is, actually I will tell you the exhaust that I bought later. Get this stupid spider off my car. I bought an Nvidia N1 single exit. It's actually the race one, the race version. So it's no cats, no res, just one flex pipe and the muffler at the end, the 5-inch muffler. So basically it'll be straight piped if I get a catless downpipe. But I don't know if I want catted or catless. I'm gonna figure that out after I've put the new exhaust on, whenever I get it. Like I said, it should be here tomorrow, but UPS and USPS and all them, they all kind of suck at that. So we'll see how loud it is with the catless or with the straight pipe Nvidia race exhaust. But after that, I'm probably gonna go catless downpipe just for power and less restriction and all that. It'll be loud, but I don't care. I'm young and stupid, and I want a car that makes loud noises and stuff. So, and then on other things I want to do to this car, I need a new bigger radiator, better radiator, new bigger intercooler, and then I need a steel air intake. Or intake manifold. That's what I meant, because this is the intake manifold. I need a steel one because plastic just ain't it. I'm gonna get an VF52 turbo eventually, and then I'll have so that'll be a little bit bigger turbo. It'll push a little bit more power. Because I was gonna go, I think it was VF48, but they fit better on those. The VF48 fits better on the 257. This is a 255 because it's just a base WRX. So the VF52 is basically straight on, straight off, bolt on. So I'm gonna do that whenever I have the money. And then eventually I do plan on getting a build kit for this and doing forged internals, so I can push 450 daily, no problem. I want to bag the car eventually and get probably T7Rs or I don't know. I don't know if I want to do T7Rs, TEs, or Meisters, but those are like my 3 favorite wheels right now. So I know classic JDM fanboy, whatever, but those are the wheels that I really enjoy, and they really look good on this car. I've seen a bunch of narrow body hatches with Meisters, specifically like the hatch is red, the car's red, wrapped red, painted red, whatever, and triple chrome Meisters. They look really good. And then obviously they're bagged and stuff, but I want to keep this functional. I still want bags because I think bags look sick, but I want to keep it functional daily because this is my only car right now. And probably will be for a while, but I plan on getting a Miata eventually and a bike. I really want an NA Miata, old one, you know, probably a soft top because they're just cheaper and easier to find. But I want a Miata. It's a fun driver's car just to have and everything. And if this breaks down, then I can drive the Miata. Also, I can tear apart the entire Miata, turbo it, make it unreliable, drift it, whatever. So. And then a bike. I want a bike because there's just so much freedom you can get on a bike. There's so much experience you can get on a bike that you can't get out of a car. So my dream bike is an R1, but I know a liter bike's probably not in the cards for me for a little while, so I'll probably try and get an R7 and learn on that. I know you're supposed to get like a 300 or a 400, but an R7's pretty in the middle between a 400 and a 600. Because the R7, even though it's 100 cc's bigger, it's not faster or quicker or in any way. But I think I'll probably get an R7, maybe an R6. We'll see how ballsy I feel, but yeah. I'm going to try and post somewhat consistently, but I'm a teen. I got work, I got part-time job and school and stuff, so even though it's summer, I'm also very active. My family's very active, so I'm going to try and make what I can do work. So I also really need a new bumper because currently my bumper is being held on by zip ties on both sides. So I really need a new bumper, and there's a bunch of cracks and everything in it. So and then just gouges from God knows what, but it wasn't me, I promise. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'll probably expect engine work, DIY stuff, because I plan on building this car myself at home, all that other stuff. But if you guys watch like creators like Fresh Kicks or Chris Borges, I'll probably do a lot of lifestyle stuff like them. Chris Borges is actually those two guys are my favorite YouTubers right now. And then obviously you see TJ Hunt doing all this crazy stuff, but that's the goal, is to be like TJ, but I know that it's going to take time and effort, and I got to start doing whatever I'm doing. So my goal is to be more like Chris Borges and Fresh Kicks, though. Do lifestyle stuff, take you guys to car meets, take you guys on ride-alongs, night drives, POV drives, all that other stuff. Show you guys how to do some things. Just document life in general, I guess. Because my buddies and I, we all go to car meets and stuff. So, but yeah, and then in the winters, expect, it snows a lot here, so just a lot. So expect a lot of snowboard content, stupid content, like donuts and stuff. Like, I didn't say that, but donuts. But snowboard content, all that other stuff. So I will, yeah. I need to get the car entirely I wouldn't say entirely repainted, but I need to fix the mirrors. I need to fix up here where the roof racks sit. I need to fix, there's a couple things on the rear bumper I need to fix, like this big gouge right here. I don't know where that came from. And then like I said, over here, and then the bumper needs repainted and just fixed in general. I need to get these rock chips out of my hood. So the hood needs repainted and everything. I don't have the classic sun fade like every other Subaru has, so that's good. But just minor touch-up things that I need to do. But yeah, she doesn't leak. Believe it or not, she doesn't leak, and she doesn't burn. She hasn't been burning, so I'm happy with that. Because she doesn't. I don't spend my part-time money on oil all the time. So yeah, she doesn't leak. We fixed that issue a while ago. Because she did minor. It was a super slow drip, but we fixed it. I just got to clean the undercarriage up with whatever. So I just got to really clean up the undercarriage. So if she does leak, I know where it's coming from. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys today. Yeah, just expect more lifestyle stuff, car meets, food, because we'll probably hit food joints and stuff, cruising with the guys, POV stuff, all that. So I hope I can make it like they have, and this is where we're gonna start. So also I need to learn how to edit, so yeah, this is where we're gonna start. But yeah, that's Sabrina, and then yeah, we will this me and her, we'll see you in the next one. So peace out and have a good one.